What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome back to another beautiful video. So I messed up last night. I was a little sick and whatnot, and as you can see, I'm getting ready to leave for work. But I figured I have 10 minutes, I can do this. So first I want to thank Jace and Ravi for both letting me know that my video did not have any sound and thus was not Anyway, so thanks for letting me know that. I'm redoing it. We got the patch notes for 0.1.6 of the experimental early access build yesterday. And I meant to get out a nice video really early yesterday, but then I came home and slept for 4 hours. It was glorious. And then I messed up the video. Anyway, so they fixed a lot of things that'll help us out. Hopefully, some of these things you guys have dealt with will be fixed. I fully don't know yet. I haven't had any chance to play, so I'm hoping that'll help fix stuff for me and Iman as we're building up our factories and stuff like that. So here are our patch notes. They did some new things with the balancing. They doubled the cost of conveyor lifts. All right, that doesn't bug me at all. Renamed gunpowder to black powder. Like that change. I think it's a very wonderful thing to talk about. It's black powder, gunpowder. You know, I mean, I guess to an American, there's really no difference because they both go boom, but black powder sounds a little bit more industrial to me, and I like that. So, I appreciate it. So, they adjusted the black powder recipe from being 2 coal to 1 sulfur. It is now 1 coal to 2 sulfur, which will completely mess up my factory that I have to build, because the one I was going to build has 1 normal and 1 impure sulfur, 2 normal coal. But hey, who doesn't mind having a little bit of extra coal? It's better than what we're going to be looking at in the next 10 years here. So I'm really just on point this morning. I guess this is better for me. Anyway, so they also adjusted the conveyor lift clearance, which would be awesome as long as when you're, not on client side, it doesn't crash your game if you try to open them. So hopefully we'll see that that's fixed as well, which after reading through all of it, it might not be fixed. I haven't gone in and actually tested it yet. So they fixed the banana conveyor bug. Don't know which one that was. Must have missed it. Kind of sad about it because it sounds pretty awesome. But they fixed it if you were dealing with that problem. They fixed the hologram material on the conveyor lifts. Sweet. It was a little confusing sometimes to look at the hologram and try to understand what was going on. So now that that's understanding, it makes it even better. Conveyor lifts now visually transport parts in the correct direction. I didn't notice that issue. We had our things, they were flowing from top to bottom, and it seemed to be working fine for us once we got them connected. And that was the biggest thing, is that some of them just weren't connected. So we got them connected really easy, and everything seemed to be working. So if you were dealing with that, that is now fixed. You guys do not have to worry about wondering why you're having something come from up top and it's going up. So that's good. Fixed a bug where inventory size wasn't updated until the player opened their inventory. I didn't run into this one. I ran into a hotkeys bug where every time I would join up on Iman, because we share a world, every time I join up on him, I wasn't having my hotkeys. But hey, maybe that helps fix it as well. Again, I'm sorry, I haven't had time to play yet, guys. And gals and robots from the future that are watching this. Fixed outdated power pole descriptions. I look forward to reading all those tonight when I go live. Fixed custom names for radio towers disappearing after reloading a save. That's awesome because Radio Tower Alpha in El Privado Breako, which is my world, yeah, it's not Radio Tower Alpha anymore, and it hasn't been every time I try to put it in. It also stopped scanning, but we'll see. I'll take a look at it today. I kind of stopped looking at it because we've been too worried about our Iron Forge build to really have any time to take a look at it. So fixed firing the rebar gun at a flying crab crashes the game. Didn't encounter that one. Kind of started using the rifle and didn't really use the rebar gun. So, but that's good to know that that's fixed. So that way, if I do decide to start going and shooting flying crabs, I have my game crash for that. Good to know. So fix the missing textures for sulfur on conveyor belts, which is awesome. Fix the portable miner duplication bug. Sorry for people who wanted the duplication to be there. Fix that inputting more than one power shard into an overclocking slot doesn't consume the rest of the stack. That one really upset me. Because we had that happen and we had to reload our world because we lost about 3 power shards. Trying to do that. That one makes me incredibly happy that I don't have to worry about it being a thing. That's incredible. That just makes me happy because power shards being such a finite resource, if we lose them, we lose them, you know? So, fix flying grass on the western coast. Nice. I am on the western coast. Oh, hadn't noticed it. Just thought about where we were and where we set up, and I was like, oh, wait. Fix the color gun crash. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for that one. Every time I touched a color gun, as somebody who was joining, it crashed our game. And so that's wonderful. Fix the conveyor lift crash on client. Now I'm hoping that this also means it won't crash for me. I mean, in all honesty, I'm sure the team probably got tired of seeing reports from Kilohmz and eMonster 808 because we probably send in about 15 alone because every time I'd get kicked out of the game, I'd send one in. And don't forget, guys, that the best way, just a side note in on this, the best way if you're going to send in things is to go to questions.satisfactory.game.com. Or sorry, Satisfactory Game. There's no dot there. It looks like there's a dot because of how the underline goes. But don't forget, go here. If you guys have any bugs or any problems, you guys can put stuff in, have stuff of better talked about, have more details on it. I myself have put in stuff. You know, I put in a question as well about the memory leak that I had that kept blue screening my computer for it. So it helps the team get better information about what's going on. So that way we can have better patch notes. We can have better patches and stuff like that. It helps the whole community. So if you take the extra little bit to go and put stuff over there, that's extremely helpful. I know I need to start sitting down and spending more time doing that myself. So after that, fix the bug with moving inventory items to empty slots. Awesome. Excluded unintended research items. I lost about 3 somber sloops through this. We lost a Mark II rifle. Mark II rifle I'm not upset about. The somber sloops, I'm not super happy about, but whatever. What can you do? Worst case, I mean, I figure after game fully launches anyway, I'm probably going to be making a new world so that way I can have everything instead of other things that possibly get pulled off by bugs, which makes the most sense. And I'm in an experimental build, so, you know, I'm crazy in the first place. Then they also fixed that the messages can always be skipped with the enter key, because sometimes actually I had that problem. You wouldn't be able to skip everything, and it's kind of aggravating to not be able to skip everything while we're doing all that. Especially because, like, if you're like me and you just don't like listening to her and you like doing things and trying to figure it out on your own, it's kind of annoying real quick. So I luckily got to avoid. I mean, I just don't listen, but that's my own problem. So quality of life fixes. We had conveyor belts now render building guidelines, and they can snap to the building. So they can snap to your foundation, which will actually make things easier in the long run. I know I was having a lot of trouble trying to set things up to go to splitters from a top floor to a bottom floor when we were building our iron forge, mostly because they weren't snapping, so it made it just a little bit more difficult on us. We still got it to work, but that's definitely a quality of life improvement. I'm very happy about that. It also improved snapping conveyor lifts to walls and conveyor belts. The conveyor belts makes me incredibly happy because that means that now you can have things build straight off from the top to the bottom without having to deconstruct and really, it just saves time. Nice quality of life change. Very happy to see that in there. I'm happy about that. Updated the visuals of splitters and mergers. I can't wait to go into my build and see what they look like. Because sometimes you just can't tell that they look different. And so hopefully they look very different now. Not just subtle changes, but very different. So that way we can have an idea of what's actually going on. They also improved the Novelist detonator sounds, which is exciting. I have to make sure I listen to that. Then some optimization. They fixed an issue with the destructible rocks that impacted performance. And then they've also implemented map and radar tower emails. So that'll be pretty cool to read through as well. I need to actually go through and read through a lot of my emails. It's like I'm back in high school, you know, and I don't read my emails. Whew. Pretty bad. So I need to go through and actually read those. So then they redesigned the southern part of the Dune Desert as well. Whew. a lot of things that were going on. Very happy to see how they're doing. The team's working amazingly, hitting a lot of these things that matter to us. If you guys ever again have any problems, make sure you guys go to questions.satisfactory.game, make yourself a small account, go put stuff out there, let people know things that go on, you know, because it's a big thing to me, especially. Like, it helps me, it helps everybody else, it helps us all have a better time in the game. It helps us, helps content creators bring better content to you guys, so you guys can see more stuff, because you guys might see something that we don't, or you guys can upvote something that we're seeing, so that way it can get out there and stuff like that as well. So that all being said, stay awesome, do great things, have an amazing day, because this is the earliest I've ever had a video go out. I hope to see you guys tonight for my live stream over on Mixer. The link's down in the description. I'd love to talk to you guys about this patch update, everything down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. All being said, have a great day, stay awesome, do great things. Again, see you guys next time. Adios.